Today, we are diving into a kind of superpower, one that's been around for over 100 years, but man, it feels more important right now than ever before. We are talking about the raw, untapped potential of concentration.
Just think about it for a second. Your phone buzzing, your inbox overflowing, that never-ending to-do list. It feels like we're living in an age designed to splinter our minds. But what if the fix wasn't some new app or productivity hack, but a timeless secret? Well, that's exactly what we're digging into, using a classic book by Theron Dumont called The Power of Concentration as our guide.
And right here, this is the big idea, the most powerful takeaway from the whole thing. Success isn't just for a few lucky people who are born geniuses. Nope, it's the direct result of focused, concentrated effort, a mental muscle that you, me, anyone can actually train and build up.
Okay, so first things first, we need to really understand what we're dealing with. This huge, often sleeping power that's just sitting inside our own heads.
You see, according to Dumont, the reason so many of us don't reach our full potential isn't because we can't, it's because we lack direction. The mind's default setting is basically to wander off, get pulled in a million different directions, and just scatter its energy everywhere. It's an incredible power source, but it's being wasted.
So when we say concentration, what do we really mean? Well, here's the core definition. It's the conscious choice to aim all of your mental firepower at one single target. And just as important, it's about building a mental wall to block out everything else. The doubts, the notifications, the random thought about what's for dinner.
And check out this quote, because it shows what happens down the line when you build this skill. It's not just about finishing one task. It's about creating a whole new mindset. When you're concentrated, you get used to winning. You build a habit of success, and it creates this amazing positive loop where you just start to expect good things to happen. The unfocused person, well, they do the exact opposite and get stuck in a cycle of expecting to fail.
All right, let's get into an analogy from the book that I absolutely love. It just makes this whole thing click. I want you to picture your mind as a really powerful engine.
And you can really see the difference here. The wandering mind, it's like an old steam engine with all the valves wide open. Steam is just hissing out everywhere. It's making a ton of noise, but the train isn't going anywhere. It's impulsive, it's emotional, and it's a huge waste of energy. But the concentrated mind, that's an engine where you close all the leaky valves and direct every single ounce of steam toward one purpose. It's calm, it's efficient, and it is incredibly powerful.
So if your mind is the engine, who's at the controls? Dumont calls it your will. Just think of your will as the engineer standing in the cabin. It's that part of you that's responsible for self-control. Its entire job is to grab the levers, ignore all the shiny distractions, and point that powerful mental steam exactly where you want it to go.
Okay, so you've got this engine and you've got an engineer. Now, this is where things get really interesting, because once those two are working together, this isn't just about being more productive, it's about how your focused thoughts can literally start to shape the world around you.
Dumont quotes the writer Emerson with this line, and it just perfectly captures the idea. Power isn't something you just have sitting around, it's something you use. And the way you use it, the way you actually put it into action, is through focused, deliberate concentration.
And what happens when you start exerting that power? Well, according to the book, a lot. We're talking about real success in your job, finding the courage to face your biggest fears, even attracting wealth and opportunity. He even says it can pull in help from unknown sources. And maybe most importantly, it can mold you into the person you really want to become.
The book tells this great little story to make the point. There was this young bank messenger, and his dad gave him a button with the letter P on it. He told him that P stands for president. The kid was told to look at it every single day and just focus on his goal of one day running that very bank. And, the story goes, after years of focused effort, he actually did it.
So you're probably thinking, okay, this all sounds amazing, but how do I actually do it? This is the crucial part. This isn't just theory. The book actually gives us a workout plan for our minds.
The whole key is understanding habits. Dumont says most of us are basically just copiers of our past selves, right? We just repeat the same old patterns over and over. But by training your will, you can actually step in, interrupt those old patterns, break the bad habits, and start building new ones that actually get you where you want to go.
Okay, so here's one of the actual exercises from the book. And I know, it sounds a little weird, right? But the genius is how simple it is. The whole point is to fight your brain's natural urge to just rush through things. By forcing yourself to do something so simple with total, slow, deliberate focus, you're basically doing a bicep curl for your will. You're training that engineer to listen to you.
And it's not just about playing cards. Here are other tiny things you can do all day long. Notice that you're tapping your foot. Stop. When someone's talking, are you really listening or just waiting for your turn to talk? Make a real effort to listen. Decide quickly on small stuff. Even just focusing on your breathing, slow, deep breaths, can train your mind. Every single one is like a rep at the gym for your willpower.
So let's pull all this together. What does life actually look like once you start to master this skill? What's the real end goal of all this training? I mean, this line is just so powerful. It's saying that without concentration, even the most brilliant, most capable people, the giants walking among us, will only get mediocre results. It just shows you how much incredible potential gets wasted because of a scattered mind. And this right here is the ultimate reward. See, the goal isn't to be in some stressful, clenched state of focus all the time. It's the complete opposite. It's about reaching this calm state of self-mastery, where you decide where your attention goes. It's about being free from that constant mental exhaustion that comes from worry, distraction, and a mind that feels like it has a mind of its own.
So we end on this question, a question that puts it all back on you. That incredible power is already there, inside you, waiting. Your mind is an engine that can do amazing things, but an engine without an engineer is just a bunch of metal making noise and going nowhere. So the real question is, are you going to step up and take the controls? Or are you going to let your impulses, your old habits, and all the distractions of the world stay in the driver's seat?